ഹലോ വ്യൂവേഴ്സ്, വെൽക്കം ടു അനൂസ് എഡ്യു ഹബ്. ഇന്ന് ഞാൻ ഇവിടെ ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്നത് 7th സ്റ്റാൻഡേർഡിൻ്റെ ബേസിക് സയൻസിലെ വെൻ ലൈറ്റ് റിഫ്ലെക്ട്സ് എന്ന ചാപ്റ്ററിൽ നിന്നുള്ള ടെക്സ്റ്റ് ബുക്കിലെ ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻറ്റ് ഷോർട്ട് നോട്ട് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസും വൺ വേർഡ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ആൻഡ് ആൻസേഴ്സും ആണ് ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്നത്. ടെക്സ്റ്റ് ബുക്കിലുള്ള A to Z ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻറ്റ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ആൻഡ് ആൻസേഴ്സും ഞാനിവിടെ കവർ ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. ലെറ്റ്സ് സ്റ്റാർട്ട്. ഫസ്റ്റ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ, ഗിവ് സം എക്സാമ്പിൾസ് ഓഫ് ഒബ്ജെക്ട്സ് ദാറ്റ് ട്രാൻസ്മിറ്റ്സ് ലൈറ്റ്. Window glass, scratched glass sheet, glass filled with pure water, a piece of cloth, white paper, butter paper, etc. Second, give some examples of objects that do not transmit light. Wooden block, black chart paper, a coin, a mirror, marble, etc. Next question, examples of objects which transmit light completely. Window glass, glass piece, pure water taken in glass tumbler, colorless plastic bottle, spectacles, etc. Fourth question, examples of objects which transmit light partially. Butter paper, scratched glass piece, oiled paper, polythene cover, sunglasses. Fifth one, objects that transmit light very well are called transparent. Sixth question, objects which transmit light partially are called translucent. The next question, objects which do not transmit light, opaque. What property changes when a transparent glass sheet becomes sootier? Answer is transmitting. The ninth one, give an example of naturally transparent substance, water or air. 10th, can a transparent glass sheet be changed into a translucent or opaque one? Yes. Transparent glass sheet can be made translucent or opaque by applying a substance like a soot, paint or frost which changes its light transmitting properties. 11th one, what happens to the light transmitting property of a transparent glass sheet when it becomes sootier? It becomes less transparent, more translucent or opaque. As more soot is applied, the material blocks more light, eventually becomes opaque. 12th one, how does the opacity and transparency of objects benefits us in daily life? Transparent objects like reading glasses, contact lens, sunglasses and window glass are used when light transmission is needed for vision or to let light in. Then translucent objects such as oiled paper and plastic covers are used to diffuse light or partially obscure vision, like for tracing pictures. Opaque objects like walls, doors, chairs, clothes and books block light completely and are used for privacy and covering. 13th one, how do you know when the ink in a refill pen is completely used up? The ink level in a refill pen is known by observing the transparency of the pen body or a transparent section of it. Then 14th, what happened if the walls and doors of houses were transparent? If the walls and doors of houses were transparent, there would be no privacy. Next question, what happens when light falls on an opaque object? When light falls on an opaque object, it cannot pass through. Instead, the light is either reflected from the surface or absorbed by the material. Then 16th one, example of materials that reflects light well. Mirror, smooth tile, new steel plates, etc. 17th, example of materials that do not reflect light well. Paper and hardboard reflected very little or no light. Then 18th one, what is the reflection of light? ഇതിൻ്റെ ആൻസർ റിഫ്ലക്ഷൻ ഓഫ് ലൈറ്റിനെ കുറിച്ചുള്ളത് പേജ് നമ്പർ 67 ഏറ്റവും ടോപ്പ് മോസ്റ്റ് ഒരു ബോക്സിൽ തന്നെ കൊടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. റിഫ്ലക്ഷൻ ഓഫ് ലൈറ്റ് റിഫേഴ്സ് ടു ദ റിട്ടേണിംഗ് ഓഫ് ലൈറ്റ് വെൻ ഇറ്റ് സ്ട്രൈക്സ് ഓൺ ആൻ ഒബ്ജെക്റ്റ്. ദെൻ 19th question, difference between regular reflection and diffused reflection. Light falling on smooth surfaces reflects with regularity. This is regular reflection. Example, mirrors give a regular reflection. When light falls on rough surfaces, it gets scattered in different direction. This is irregular reflection or diffuse reflection. Then 20. Returning of light when it strikes an object is called reflection. Then 21. What kind of reflection does light falling on a mirror undergo? Regular. 22nd. What kind of reflection does light falling on a rough surface undergo? Irregular or diffused? When light falls on rough surfaces, light gets dash scattered. 24th one. What is an incident ray? The ray of light falling on the mirror is the incident ray. What is the point of incidence? The point at which the incident ray falls on the mirror is the point of incident. Then 26 one. What is a normal line? The line drawn perpendicular to the mirror at the point of incidence is the normal line. 27. What is a reflected ray? The light ray reflecting from the mirror is the reflected ray. 28. Angle of incidence and angle of reflection. അതിനെക്കുറിച്ച് ടെക്സ്റ്റ് ബുക്കിൽ തന്നെ ഉണ്ട്. പേജ് നമ്പർ 70. Then 29. Laws of reflection. അതുകൊണ്ട് പേജ് നമ്പർ 70 തന്നെ ഉണ്ട്. അത് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് വാട്ട് മേക്സ് ഓൾ സൈറ്റ്സ് ഓൺ എർത്ത് പോസിബിൾ? All sights on earth are possible due to the reflection of light. Then 30. What device is used to see one's own face? A mirror. Then 31. Why can't a person see their own face without a mirror? Light falling on a person's face does not get reflected back to their own eyes directly. Then 32. Explain plane mirror. A mirror with a flat surface is a plane mirror in which one can see their image. Then 33. Explain lateral inversion. This phenomenon occurs in plane mirrors where the left side of an object appears as the right side of the image and the right side appears as the left side. 34. Explain the distance of the images. The position and distance of the image in a plane mirror change as the object moves closer or further away. 37. Characteristics of images in a plane mirror. അത് ടെസ്റ്റിൽ തന്നെ ഉണ്ട്. പേജ് നമ്പർ 74. Then 38. How many images are formed in a plane mirror? One image is formed when an object is placed in front of a single plane mirror. Multiple images are formed when an object is placed between two parallel plane mirrors. 39. What is the cause of multiple images when an object is placed between parallel mirrors? Due to multiple reflections of light. Example, barbershop. 40. What is the effect of changing angle? While changing the angle, the number of images formed changes. 41. What is the effect of increasing the angle? While increasing the angle, the number of images decreases. When the angle between the mirrors increases, the number of images decreases. Next, 42. What is the effect of decreasing the angle? While decreasing, the number of images increases. When the angle between the mirrors decreases, the number of image increases. Then 43. What device is useful for submarines and soldiers in trenches? Periscope. 44. What type of bulbs are mentioned as being lit up throughout the night in cities and park? Neon. What is the term for the too much light at night that causes difficulties? Light pollution. 46. Which animal is mentioned as being worried about intense light at night? Owl. 47. How is a periscope useful? Periscope is useful for submarines in the navy and for soldiers observing enemies from trenches in battlefield. They work by changing the path of light using mirrors. Next, 48. Explain light pollution. Excess of artificial light at night can create problems for human beings and other living organisms. Intense light at night can make it difficult for humans to see the sky clearly and for nocturnal animals such as owls to hunt prey. Many organisms that hunt in the dark are harmed by constant illumination in cities and parks. Too much light at night causes difficulties for both humans and animals. ഓക്കെ കിഡ്സ് ടെക്സ്റ്റിലുള്ള എക്സ്പെരിമെൻറ്റ്സ് ഒഴിച്ച് ബാക്കി എല്ലാ ഷോർട്ട് നോട്ട്സും ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ആൻസേഴ്സും എല്ലാം ഞാൻ ഉൾപ്പെടുത്താൻ ശ്രമിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. സോ ലൈക്ക് ഷെയർ ആൻഡ് സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ഫോർ ഫർദർ ക്ലാസ്സസ്. താങ്ക് യു.